We're now watching Jay in the Morning with your host Jay Harlem and Jay Moggenheim live on Mog TV.
What's going on? What up?
Happy Monday, everybody. How's it going? We here, another week, a crazy hot day.
Yeah, it's hot.
Woo!
Summer is
crazy
here.
Hot.
Summer is here.
Shit, the drought is here, man.
Yeah. You already got that going on? They talk about fucking water advisory and shit?
We don't usually get that shit. Even if they do, they say that shit, but no nobody be really doing that shit.
Y'all got lawns and shit. You got a lawn with the water?
Sweet. I ain't got no lawn. They got the maintenance guys that water the grass around the area.
Got you.
That's what I said. That was the funny story I told you when that I didn't know how to mow the lawn. So the army punished me. My first punishment was mowing the lawn. So when the first sergeant saw that I couldn't start the lawn, he comes out. He goes, "What are you doing?" I'm trying to mow. He's like, "You don't know how to start a lawnmower?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "You mean to tell me, private, that you ain't never mowed?" I was like, "I ain't got no grass. I live in the projects." I said, "The grass is in Central Park." And he's like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, he thought everybody knew how to fucking mow. Hey, he told me how to mow the grass, bro. I'm officially licensed grass lawnmower guy.
Now you learned?
Yeah, for sure. Salute to everybody now tuned into the #1 morning show in the Polyverse, episode 65, Jays of the Morning. And we here. Shit is crazy, people. We looking at World War III for real. You know?
Yeah.
So while all this is happening, now we understood why the Diddy trial was taking place, because from what we got is this thing has been planned for weeks and weeks before they even set it off. So again, remember we were saying on the show, there's something else going on that we're not privy of, but we'll find out soon enough. You understand what I'm saying? And
preparation for World War III. It's going down.
Definitely going down, bro. Oh, we're going crazy right now. We're going real crazy over there. Russia hit Ukraine last night. So while that's happening, we got Iran who responded to Israel. That's coming after this. Like, this shit is crazy, bro. Like you're watching a fucking movie, bro.
Yeah, shit's crazy.
No, this is what happened to Israel. Iran. No, let it play. Let it keep playing.
Oh, it's still more? Okay.
Yeah. That's what I said. It's the start of World War III. That was Iran yesterday responding back. One got through the Iron Dome.
That's crazy.
They got way more ballistic missiles than people thought. They hold them 20,000. They wanted to play games. They wanted to pull cards. Everybody been fucking, how should I say it, itching to play with their toys for a while. They got all this armory built up for years and years, because every year they building new shit, buying new shit. So they've been waiting to fucking let all of this shit fly, bro. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
And here they go, playing with their toys, risking innocent people's lives for ignorant politicians and stupidity. Just let that be known out there. This got nothing to do with the people. This got to do with these politicians trying to be egotistical, trying to prove points that are risking the lives of innocent people and putting other innocent people's lives at stake. Innocent soldiers on both ends. This shit is crazy. And the people need to wake the fuck up.
You don't
Because
think
it's gonna get crazy.
you think their whole story is bullshit? No nukes, never was at that
There ain't
point.
no nukes. They pulling the Iraq play, bro. It worked. They worked in Iraq. There was no repercussions for that after they found out there was no weapon. Yo, fucking Trump's special fucking the people that do the research said there was no motherfucking proof of weapons of mass destruction. Bro.
Weaponized uranium, boom. But if that's the
Yeah.
case, so then what's the play to blow they the targets that they hit, since they only hit the
Bro,
site?
the biggest threat I think nuclear has at full potential is free energy, and you can't compete with that.
Is what?
You understand what I'm saying? Free energy.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying, like, why'd they pick the sites they picked? Then, you know what I'm saying, that they're not going after nukes is the question.
Oh, because again, it's like taking out the competition. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what they selling or making with this shit. So at the end of the day, it's like anything else. They did the same shit. Listen, what they're doing to these guys is what they did to Gaddafi, the Libya play. Remember, all these guys been on the list for a while. They got the videos. You understand what I'm saying? When old boy was naming the list and how it was gonna go. I don't know if you saw that video way back in the day, a couple years ago.
Yeah,
He was talking about this shit. Yeah. And Iran was on that list, bro. Libya was on that list. Iraq was on that list. This shit has been in the playbooks, bro. They got a fucking, like we talked about it last time, the fucking Nixon has said this shit on a TV show that no matter what, Republican or Democrat president, they will always back Israel, no matter what.
Yeah, that's your greatest ally.
No matter what. That means they right or fucking wrong, we gotta stand there. What the fuck do they got on us?
Well, they are like, they're your proxy. You know what I'm saying?
They the reason we took over Libya. They the reason we took over Afghanistan. We used their flag to fly out there. We got they backup.
That's our partner that live right in the hood of our enemies. So we keep him, we keep him fighting, and we don't ever got to fight him.
Yeah, this time we fighting. We struck, bro. We literally sent our people with 100 and something planes to do this shit. You know what I mean? Like this was an orchestrated, successful. Matter of fact, roll clip one, man. Let them. They love. I love the way they want peace all over the world, but this is how we get peace. But they said it. If you want peace, you must prepare for war.
Peace through strength. Peace through dominance. Where is this clip?
Yo, shout out to Bandana, Army guy. What's the deal? What's good? Max, what's going on? King Trump, man. It's King Trump time, boy. He ain't fucking around. We told y'all when you first got elected.
The mission began with deception. Under the cover of darkness, shortly after midnight, Operation Midnight Hammer launched early Saturday morning. 9 B-2 stealth bombers took off from Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri, but 2 acted as decoys, flying west over the Pacific for all to see and a scheduled refueling in the skies near Hawaii with a follow-on flight to Guam. But 7 B-2s did not fly west. They quietly peeled away and secretly flew east with minimal communication. Their destination? Iran's underground nuclear facilities. First into Iran were American fighter jets to also serve as decoys and draw fire from the Iranians. The B-2s then entered Iranian airspace at 6 p.m. Eastern, just after 2 a.m. local. 40 minutes later, 14 massive bunker-busting bombs were released by the B-2s. 12 hit the underground nuclear site in Fordow, 2 hit Natanz. At the same time, those 15-ton bombs from the B-2s hit their targets. 30 Tomahawk cruise missiles launched from a guided missile submarine slammed into Isfahan, with its centrifuges buried even deeper than Fordow. The strike package then bugged out of Iranian airspace and returned to their base in Missouri this afternoon to complete their 37-hour round-trip mission. The B-2s were refueled at least 3 times in midair each way. Over 125 aircraft were involved in the strike. The initial battle damage assessment was provided by President Trump last night.
Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated.
His top military advisor said this the morning after.
Initial battle damage assessments indicate that all 3 sites sustained extremely severe damage and destruction.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says the mission against Iran is not open-ended and is not about regime change.
Bullshit.
It's about regime change.
Eventually, yeah. You know what I mean? I think it's
Nah, they want the Ayatollah out, bro. They want his
of
head,
course,
bro.
but I think it's the I mean, the strike, for whatever reason they struck, right? Some shit they've been planning for decades, probably, really, but they're planning on like the retaliation. If you retaliate, now we're gonna have a real reason to come in and really topple your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Check this out. This is how they played it, my G. This is how they played it. This is how they very fucking smart. You know how sometimes cops get these search warrants on bullshit, but they still get it, and the judge signs off and whatever. You know, because people right now are going, oh, how did Trump do that? Congress didn't say it. Congress don't need approval on this. He got the search warrant. He showed enough to get what he needed, and he pulled the trigger. You understand? Now, we got to check this out. America, how it's spread out, anywhere we get hit in America, civilian lives are at stake. It don't matter if they hit a base. Around the base post, there's civilians. That's what they want. Whether these people do it or 9/11, quote unquote, happens again, that's how they're going to get Congress to give them the money. Pay attention. That's the play. That's why he said exactly what you said, Jay. Oh, if you retaliate, you're right. That's how you think why he was able to say that threat, because he knows no matter how they retaliate, it has to be on American soil. And if that happens, it's over. Congress would approve it right away.
Oh yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it's over. And then exactly. And now we got Iraq #2. It wasn't as quick as Libya. They couldn't drag old boy through the street like they wanted to. Old boy ain't backing down. So now they got to pull the play. They got to risk the lives of the patriots for the government to continue. This is Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, well,
If I'm not mistaken.
we shall see.
If I misquoted him a little bit, who knows? We'll see.
We'll see. I mean, I cannot see them not responding. That's just the thing. It's like, even with like that whole beef over there, like once you've already like you go in and strike hard, no matter what you do, it's up in their eyes forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I don't it's not gonna end well. They definitely, and they know they ain't gonna just come to the negotiating table now. We just blew your shit up. I mean, if I know they're gonna report some propaganda in this whole thing, but I believe what far as the post-battle analysis based on all the different sources I look at besides the mainstream media, like they did fuck them up, with the bombers and the Moab bombs they used and all the munitions that they dropped. You know what I'm saying? They did some serious damage. And I even seen too, like when they were showing like the technique, how the first bomb hit, blow a hole, like not like the size of a window, and then the next one hit the same hole, like with crazy accuracy and shit like that. It's like they've been waiting to try this shit out on some shit since Afghanistan. These bunker busters, and it was like they've been waiting for a reason. But it was some wild shit. So I don't know. I mean, like right now they got total air control over fucking Iran. That's just wild. So I'm interested to see what's gonna happen in this week.
They're moving the carriers over there, bro.
Yeah,
it's a wrap. But again, the bad part is you thinning out our protection over here. You understand what I'm saying? If everybody go over there, who's gonna be protecting us here?
Well, I mean, ain't nobody. We don't have no threats. We isolated. There's big oceans. They protect us. And that's the thing too
so they
about
don't
these
want
people
no
where, like,
smoke.
right now that you've already pressed your chips into the field, you know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of got to keep going because, like, like over there in the Middle East, it's up.
They're gonna go for it. They don't got nothing to lose.
Exactly, and they're not gonna back. They're not gonna. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
They
Like,
got nothing to lose.
if
They
you
got
already
nothing to
thought it was death
lose.
to America, then like if it's short, it's up now. It's like, yo, you
Yeah,
might.
exactly. What do you think is baptism to
Yeah,
it?
it's lit. You know, like we're not gonna. They are not gonna calm down.
They
You know what
about
I'm
to
saying?
give
Like,
them. They about to give them the bendiciones over the sky. It's gonna be over. They
yeah.
about to let them know. They're gonna send the drones. They're gonna send the robots. They're gonna send everybody, bro. It's a wrap. What it is. I feel like
I don't
not only that, what they said, I heard about they literally sworn in some high-end CEO like tech guys. They made them lieutenant colonels in the reserve, some shit like that. You gotta look it up to get the article. But basically, these motherfuckers got no military training at all, didn't go through basic, and they swore these motherfuckers in as lieutenant colonels in the reserve. What the fuck is going on? What do they need to be in charge of in the military? You understand what I'm saying?
Well,
Shit is
in
about
the
to
American
get
shit,
crazy.
probably for some
Yo,
fucking robotic warfare shit.
this
You know what I'm saying?
exactly. This shit about to get
I seen an
crazy.
article. I seen it was an article. It was a YouTube video. It was a dude that's what he studies. You know what I'm saying? He makes robotic weapon systems for the government. He won this big contract, and it was just showing he's like he called it like the modern day Tony Stark, but all his crazy inventions and shit was like weapons of war, and it was showing how he saw a while back like it was gonna be robotic. So he had all his little designs was all about that, and he got a contract with the government. And he's like, I think he was like 38 years old or some shit. C Money says, I don't think they want no smoke. I think you're saying I don't think they want smoke, but I'm gonna go one further and be exactly what you said. I don't think they want no smoke. I believe that. I don't believe that they don't want to be peaceful. You're saying I think they don't want to fight, but I'm thinking I think they want all the smoke because that's what they want to die for. You know what I mean? Like, but we'll see. We'll see this week. You know what I mean?
Bro.
So they might not want to smoke right now, where they know we retaliate and do some crazy, you know, like shit where we attack in a city in America. We know that the repercussions are going to be so devastating to us right now. It'll take
Florida,
us all
New York's already on high alert for that, bro.
Exactly. So they already know, like, if we strike back to one of their city centers, one that you know the Americans are expecting a response like that. And number two, since they're expecting a response like that, that's going to give them, like what you said, they're all in to come wipe us totally out. So they're going to be like, no, we're not going to strike like that. When we do strike, it's going to be more devastating. And we might have to sit back and plot for like the next year or so. That's what I think. I think, you know what I mean? Like you have your immediate window because that's like the immediate reaction
before the end of the year, bro.
Unless they, you never know, they might be planning some shit for years anyway. They're gonna be like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is the playbook, bro. Yeah, come on,
you know.
Come on, remember it was 2 planes at the tower, Taliban, weapons of mass destruction, and like what? What the fuck?
I don't know, man. It's just crazy.
And then Obama came and finished, Osama,
I don't know. All the random shit we've been waiting all these years, like when the next play, we was wondering about that all through the elections and where there wasn't shit going down. Now it's moves on the chessboard and the game has started. So it has begun. What's that? June of 2025.
The game of risk has begun.
Yeah, like official.
Check this out. They said they said in the Call of Duty game that it was the actual date, the June whenever it started, whatever the Call of Duty game said, June something.
Yeah.
That was the date
up.
our war really started, or whatever started. Ain't that some shit? I don't know. You gotta look it up. Whatever the date the Call of Duty said, it was June something. And now check the stat. They said that's when this World War III started.
Huh. Call of Duty. World War III.
It's in the playbook, bro. Come on, man. Remember what the Joker said. He said, when it's part of the plan, nobody panics. But when I say I'm going to kill the little old mayor, everybody goes crazy. Because it's not part of the plan. You understand? It's not part of the plan. We know the plan. The playbook was done in Iraq. If y'all were here, if y'all were old enough to understand what's going on, what happened in Iraq before, middle, and after, that's what's happening right now. They used the weapons of mass destruction line. They used that to get the bombing set off. That's the same shit they said about Saddam Hussein. He has weapons of mass destruction. He has, remember Bush, we need to find those clips. Remember, can you YouTube Bush saying weapons of mass destruction? And can you find that for Bush Jr.? Can you find that? Just for this, yeah, we need to find that because this is the playbook. That's all you hear.
But
Oh,
even before though, like that whole thing, we went in there, toppled Saddam because Saddam was finna take Kuwait. They had the oil, you know what I mean? And Saddam was gonna have all the oil. But what's the play? Like, what's the end game about getting them up out of here and using the nuclear?
Well, they ain't got a lot of oil, bro. A lot of oil.
So it's the oil play again. It's still about the oil.
Oil and gold, man, minerals, maybe other shit underground we don't know nothing about. You understand what I'm saying? It's oil, bro. That's why we took Iraq down. Oil and gold. You know what I'm saying? That's it. We're going after the oil. That's where the money is. It's like the oil in the oil game. And see, when it comes to the game of risk, it's about guns and oil. You understand what I'm saying? They either selling guns or they selling oil. Or they selling natural gas. So why not steal it? You know
I think it's more complicated than that, but we'll see. Let me see.
Listen, I think whether it is or not, I think it has a lot to do with it. And them building shit there, you know, real estate, all that shit is all about money, bro. Money and power, man. Money and power. Right now, they're trying to destroy the U.S. dollar through all aspects.
The Iraqi regime continues to possess and conceal some of the most lethal weapons ever devised.
There is no doubt that Saddam Hussein now has weapons of mass destruction.
Saddam Hussein has biological weapons and the capability to rapidly produce more.
Saddam Hussein has biological weapons program and the means to deliver those weapons.
In the not too distant future, he will acquire nuclear weapons.
We do know that he is actively pursuing a nuclear weapon.
Any country on the face of the earth with an active intelligence program knows that Iraq has weapons of mass destruction.
Growing danger. He's got weapons of mass destruction. Final proof.
But we don't want the smoking gun to be a mushroom cloud.
Mass destruction.
Nuclear weapons.
Chemical warheads. Weapons of mass destruction.
Everyone knows.
I know some will play like they're not real. I'm telling you, they're real.
Oh shit! More weapons of mass destruction.
Man. So it's my same
playbook, bro. It's the playbook. 2 minutes and a quarter. Play 13. They setting it up. I'm telling you, man. They just come on out of nowhere. Remember, this is how it started for us, the American people. Oh, you know, we're worried about Ukraine, right? We dealing with Ukraine. We're helping Ukraine out, right? We've been helping them for a minute. All of a sudden, Israel got this beef, and they, you know, the shit started again. Now we got to go and do this thing in Israel. You know what I'm saying? But the thing in Israel just happens to be using the same playbook that was used in Iraq. Weapons of mass destruction. No, they got the capability. No, they have weapons of mass destruction. No, right now, we didn't have to wait for the future YouTube videos to come out. His own administration has said we have no proof through the investigation we have that they have weapons of mass destruction or the capability to make the weapons of mass destruction. But because they're, you know, basically having the uranium there, they want to get to a certain percentage, and they figure, well, why are you trying to get to that percent for? The only reason you're trying to get to that percentage is because you want to create a nuclear weapon.
Yeah,
that's what America's saying. That's what America's saying.
But these, you know, the people, they also have said death to America, and
Oh
just so
yeah,
y'all death to America.
No, that's why I said to me. Now this strike again. This is why, again, this is on the other side why Trump is getting commended, because he set a date. They didn't comply by that. They pulled this card, and he struck. And at the same time, like you said, they're saying death to America, death to all Americans, all the time.
Even with the timeline, though, that's another thing too that I think people they miss is if they really want to take you out, like without, they wouldn't have gave you no timeline, right? Just by giving you the stern warning, we're gonna have to get a deal within 60 days, or we're gonna have to find another way. They already told you the code, right? That also let the world know, et cetera, et cetera. Now, if they really wanted to like take them out, they could have did it without even, just randomly did it. Kind of how Israel struck them, like out the blue. You know what I'm saying? I won't say out the blue because you still had this whole timeline that was set up by Trump saying, "Come,
Nothing's out the blue, bro. You gotta have backup, bro.
All right, but however, here's the thing. But once they announced that y'all got 60 days, that's when they really start watching them to see what they was trying to get up out of there too. You know what I mean? They've been heavily.
Oh, definitely, yeah. They been watching that shit.
Yeah, because y'all knew once we told y'all got X amount of days to strike this deal, or we're gonna have to figure out another way. Like they already kind of told you, like, yo, we gonna let you know. You know what I mean? Something's gonna come. We might fucking drop a bomb.
Iran's reaching out to NATO though. They're like, yo, this is against the NATO treaty. Bop, bop, bop. So they reaching out to NATO. Look, so what's gonna happen?
What they're gonna do? Well, but I'm saying, what can they do just so the world can, be pissed at America and Israel? So what? What y'all gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, not fuck with us.
The world will turn against us.
But and do what? And then who's gonna defend? Who's gonna defend the world? You're gonna turn against the world?
China and Russia. China's been waiting to step in.
That's what we defending you against, world. So get mad if you want to. Deal with them.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe they sitting at the round table and making this decision. You remember how Joe Pesci got in Casino? The old guys were tired of his attitude, thinking he run things.
Yeah.
And at the end, him and his brother got put in a hole in the desert. So maybe they thinking that it's time for America to get the dollar crushed and to get hit. Because remember, you usually see a lot of flying missiles everywhere else, but when was the last time you heard of a flying missile in the cities of America?
Ain't never gonna be no shit like that. No flying missile in the cities of America. Like,
I mean, that's basically what they saying it might happen.
Oh, yeah. And they say, okay, you go ahead and do that shit, and you said we was itching to try out our toys. Then it's a wrap. That's just been a thing. Like.
But that's what they waiting for. That's what I'm saying. They waiting for that. And they already did the poking pause. They already did it. They set the bombs off. You know what I'm saying? They pulled the operation. They taking credit for it. Them and fucking Netanyahu commending Trump, pat on the back publicly. You know what I mean? This is social media now. Imagine TikTok, imagine Instagram guys trying to, put it in layman's terms for those who are a little, don't understand what's really going on. This is the beef. They're going crazy. I did that shit. You know what I'm saying? I did a drill. You know what I'm saying? Trump did a drill on him.
But even that,
he spun the block on Iran, bro.
Even how they had it planned the whole time when they was just saying, Trump was like, "Oh, you shouldn't do that." When they was, announcing, because remember before Israel struck first, they said they did let America know. Trump was always heavily against it. He suggested against it. It's like, yeah, right. That was all the posturing as well the whole time. It's like y'all knew y'all was gonna do this shit when you had a meeting.
I had to do what I had to do.
Bruh,
exactly.
He had a meeting with him before he got elected. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They chopped that up.
It's
I'm gonna get the election out the way, and then this is why we're gonna.
But look how Iraq looks now, bro, with all that rebuilding money. That shit is set up for that too, bro. NATO gets part of that. Matter of fact, just in case y'all don't know war go on without the approval of NATO. And it takes two or more countries to sign off on this shit to get approval to attack a country. Look it up and think I'm lying. You understand what I'm saying? That's why everybody's quiet.
But what they just did, did that qualify? You know what I mean? Did anything, was that fall into the same sets of rules? Did they have to ask to do what they just did? Because they keep, they're.
We'll find out, because according to Iran, it was against the rules.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying.
But that wasn't yeah, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. They might get Nicky Santoro. You know what I'm saying? We might get it. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like in casino. You know, we getting too big for our britches.
What up, Gil?
Striking people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, enough of that war talk. Let's talk about something else. What we got here?
What up, Gil? Shit. Enough of that war. So, y'all get ready. Save up your water. Save up your canned goods. You know what I mean? Never know. Make sure you protect yourselves.
What's this right here with the this clip here? The driver speeding through the National Mall in D.C.
Oh yeah. Wow.
It was supposed to be during that okay.
Yo, you heard that Washington D.C. ain't Washington D.C. It's just Washington now?
Huh.
You hear about that shit? Yes, there was some shit I was hearing. Look, I'm bugging out.
I didn't know they don't hurt that.
So like something happened, and I don't know.
Hopefully it's not a gunshot.
I was wondering too. Go down the rabbit hole of that yet, but the whole District of Columbia.
Yeah, exactly. District of Columbia.
Columbia, like significance of Columbia. That like an old city back in the day that we done lost in history or some shit. You know what I mean? Like why do you call the center of the shit where all the government shit is the District of Columbia? Like that. Like where the fuck is what's up with that? What's the science behind that? Right?
They govern themselves. That's like some Vatican shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Like why is it called that? I always wondered that.
The cops and the state troopers don't matter here. It's the Secret Service that matters there.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? They taking control of everything.
Let's see if I can find that. Why is DC?
That's just
There we
crazy.
go. Why is DC called District of Columbia? Because it was established as a federal district separate from any state and was named in honor of Christopher Columbus.
Now ask them, what is Washington D.C. no longer called Washington D.C.? Ask ChatGPT. It's better because Google. But you can look. You know how you can look on the map if you type it, it'll say it. But if you look on the Google map itself, it just says Washington.
All right, let's see here.
Like type in Washington D.C. and then you see the map on the right. You know, click on the map and it just says Washington now. Before it used to say Washington D.C. You see what I'm saying?
I'm looking up on the maps.
Oh, we got a new Mandela effect. What was the Rock? What was the Rock saying when he used to come out?
Can you smell what the Rock is cooking?
Yeah, right? Not anymore. Not anymore. He never said that. Supposedly, we just shifted timelines. Supposedly, he says, "If you smell what the Rock is cooking," he's never said what you said. Ain't that some shit?
Why would you say if? That don't even make sense. It says, "Can you smell what the Rock is cooking?" You asking the crowd.
Look it up. Look it up. He says, "If you smell what the Rock is," that's what they're saying. He says. They're saying he never said what you said. Now I know he said what you said, but now it shifted. Now it's saying he never said that. That's the new Mandela effect. For those who
Yeah,
are
I
keen
see
to that.
that. I see what you're saying. Washington, look, hold on.
Yeah, you see it, right? Yeah, y'all know who. I don't know how many of y'all from DC know people in DC. Y'all can't say DC no more. It ain't DC.
I know a DC dude, you know what I mean? But
Y'all
I don't
niggas
like
is from
him.
Washington now.
Yeah, he's a Washington nigga now.
Y'all from Washington. Y'all gotta say y'all from Washington now.
Let's see here. It's gonna
Oh,
be
unless they say what they call it, the DMV. The DMV, right?
DMV.
You can still say DMV. No, can you? No, right?
Yeah,
What is
I
it?
don't even know.
What's the DMV? Is what is it? Virginia,
Washington. Bam.
Maryland. Is it Maryland? Maryland's in there? Let's find out what's in there. Shout me out. Listen, Washington. That's it. Washington it is. There's no more DC. Nah, it'll still pop up because in the algorithm.
Yeah, but I'm saying
that's what
if you can make the map say it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It says District of Columbia right there.
Yeah, but
you
it
know,
doesn't say it on the map. Yeah, Google changed it. Yeah, bro.
The area. Washington. I mean, hey, this is the year where they get names right, bro. Ain't nothing.
Shit. Heck says no. It was if you smell. Oh, we got enough. He hasn't jumped timelines, folks. He says if you smell what the rock is cooking. He says it wasn't can you smell. We shift. Heck, I don't remember if.
Me neither.
I don't remember if, but you definitely in this new timeline. You an NPC, heck. I gotta take you out. Pause. I gotta take you out.
I'm saying, like, what's the context of that line?
He used to be like, "Can you smell it?" That's what he used to say.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Can you? That's something. That's an open-ended question to the masses.
No, now he's saying if you smell la. That's what he said.
Okay, but I'm saying, like, to those of you who believe that's what he was saying, put that in, that in context. If I can say, can you smell what the rock is cooking? I can make the context. I'm cooking up some shit. Can y'all smell this? Do you see this?
Yeah, he's cooking it. If you smell
if you're not, it's like, what? Who are you asking? If, like, if what? You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the point. We shift. There's a new timeline shift. It don't make sense to you. It makes sense.
It don't make sense to nobody. Then finish the statement.
It makes sense to them. No, that's it. That's what it is.
No, I need a if. One of the if people to step up and explain it to me. That's all I'm saying. You're not, so you can't explain it. It don't matter the new timeline. Regardless, you can make your case. If you come up here and say if is, you can put the context of the statement, and it may make sense to me, and I'd be like, you know what, I was wrong.
You gotta do that. Google it. Look it up. YouTube right now.
You already know it's going to say if.
No, it got both. No, just look up the Mandela effect. They got both of them. Because they got him saying it, and they got the new way of saying it. That's why it's so crazy. It's the new shit. It doesn't say just one. It says both. Because it's just like old VHS tapes. If you got old VHS tapes, it holds a lot of more weight on proof of a lot of shit that's being.
All right, I see one from 2016. That says smell what the rock is cooking, right?
Smell what the rock is cooking.
But it didn't say. And then I see 2008. It says if you smell what the rock is cooking.
Yeah, there you go. He was saying, like, if you feel me, if you smell. Yo, I don't remember him saying if. I'm gonna be real. I might be an NPC myself. I don't know. We NPC.
Okay, all right. So here goes the context I was looking for. Okay, he says it like if you feel me. All right, let's see. Yeah, let's see here.
It's definitely gonna be dragging out the if yes. It's like an Eminem lyric. He's making shit go with it that wasn't going with it before.
All right, here we go. You can hear it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you're so mad
What the Rock is cooking.
He said, if you.
If you
That's what he's saying.
All right, hold on. There was another one. I lost a tab that had the.
Yo, we have PCs. We out the matrix. What was the agent's name that got out? That was
Smith.
free. Agent Smith, bro. We Agent Smith free, bro. We free this bitch. That's wild. That is wild. Cause I could have sworn he said, "Can you smell what the Rock?" That is crazy. So Google if he ever said "can."
Google will rewrite the history and you wouldn't even know it.
Exactly.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah. He said, "If you smell."
If you smell.
That's crazy. We shift timelines, bro.
They done got us.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, heck, that's crazy that you remember, bro. That's crazy. They got you, heck. You're in the pod. We got to get you out.
We gotta free you, Heck.
We gotta free you, bro.
If that's Heck Lopez from back in the day, it's been around forever.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
It's your boy.
Man. Man.
Yeah.
So we definitely gotta save him, bro. Right, a blue pill, Heck. Choose now. You want the steak and potatoes?
You want some of this truth, Heck?
Yeah, it's crazy right now. That is crazy.
Yeah.
They changed everybody's mind, bro. They reprogrammed them. Even if it was AI saying it, everybody believes it now. That's crazy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other ones, man. There's a lot of other Mandela effects, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the timeline shit. We shifted. This is the war shift one. We thought, I like to stay too much force. He's staying, bro. He's staying. Damn, bro. Damn.
All right.
This timeline goes into war.
What's up with this jewelry heist?
Oh, this is the one that happened. We reported on a while back. It was one of the biggest jewelry heists in the world. So they caught up to these guys. So there's an update on it.
Investigators say they now know who's behind what's believed to be the largest jewelry heist in U.S. history. Federal authorities have charged 7 men in connection with breaking into a Brinks truck at a California rest stop in 2022. Police say they stole $100 million worth of gold, diamonds, rubies, emeralds, and luxury watches. Authorities say the suspects followed the truck from a jewelry show near San Francisco to a rest stop north of Los Angeles. The thieves struck while one of the guards took a nap and the other went into the rest stop. 2 of the 7 men charged have been indicted on theft and conspiracy charges. 4 others remain at large. The other is serving prison time in Arizona on an unrelated case.
Why the guard took a nap?
No, this shit is. Listen to what she said at the end. The other guy is locked up somewhere else on the unrelated case, but all of a sudden these guys got caught. Interesting. The heist, the Lufthansa heist. You know what I'm saying? They gave up names. All of a sudden, they got caught up when old boys got caught with some other charges. Ain't that a coinky dink? You know what I'm saying? Unrelated, but they cousins now.
Facts.
Salute to everybody in the building, man. Everybody in the butchers, everybody in the chat, man. Everybody who rewatches the show later. Salute to all of y'all, man. We appreciate y'all always. You know how we do, like to bring y'all current events. It's media with seasoning. You know what I'm saying? What we do.
Speaking of which, current events, how'd you like that game last night?
Oh, man, we knew that was going to happen, bro. Halliburton's a little bitch.
Oh damn! So he blows his Achilles, and he's a little bitch.
It's not even that. He's a little bitch for them taking him out the last game and them fucking everybody in Vegas. He was meant to get 15 plus points. They pull him out when he got
you mad about some parlay you fucked up? Not mad about they was going on by 30.
He's a little fucking bitch. He's a little fucking bitch. That's, you understand what I'm saying? Now he ain't playing. Now he ain't a champ.
That's the New York hate.
I'm gonna tell you what. Ain't no New York hate. It's New York karma. Your motherfucking Achilles choke, bitch. There it is. Choke on that, bitch. Choke on that. Pause. You understand what I'm saying? You wanna go to the fucking garden. You wanna go to the fucking garden. You want to go to the garden and talk about
you mad about
Reggie Miller's nuts in your mouth, and you got me choked. Now you choked on this championship, motherfucker. The choke. That's it right there, nigga. Get back is get back, nigga. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's how we. You know what I mean? That's what this is about. About parlays and New York Knicks.
All right.
Fucked up my parlay and the New York Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Represent. You know what I'm saying? Wish you speedy recovery, but you fucked up. You choked. Now you're not a champion. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Not a champion. You're done.
All right.
We're done, though. You're done. Salute to OKC. And it was crazy how they were wrapping up the buses and the coach saw that shit. You hear about that?
What happened?
Before the game started, they had the Pacers coach saw the buses getting wrapped up with OKC champions, NBA champions.
Oh, word. That's crazy.
Look it up. Look it up. The buses were wrapped before the shit. Yeah, it was wrapped before the game.
That's crazy. I did see that. Okay, you see how like usually the championship hats, or like any of the gear when they put them on there had champions for whoever would have won. You know, so you like what happens to all the other ones? Do you see it in some third world country? People be rocking some. I've always wanted on the side note collect that shit. You know what I mean? Because they got it like the NCAA champion people that lose that they got shirts made that say champion, so people never see it. So, but I saw last night. You saw the hats. They were like they said NBA champions, and it just had the small circular logo with the team that was like put on after the fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
I didn't even stand to watch the shit. I already knew they were gonna fucking lose. It wasn't even a game. Like I think they just did it.
It wasn't a game, bro. They was ahead at halftime. What the fuck are you talking about?
Man, that was to steal the money from Vegas, bro. That was to steal the money, bro.
Bro, you just sour the grapes, New Yorker.
Listen.
Damn.
I ain't sour. I'm happy they lost. Because if they would have won, that I would have been like, damn, that could have been us. I don't have to say that now. You understand what I'm saying?
See, everything you're saying is showing how sour you are.
Listen, everything I'm saying sounds like a New York Knick. That's what I'm representing. So which one are you? You Boston or you Indiana? Which one is you?
No, I wanted to see.
I just want to know because you over there Halliburton cheerleading right now. You know
I didn't say. I
want to know if you just open up a Krispy Kreme for Halliburton. That's what
as soon as I said, "How'd you enjoy that game last night?" Your vitriol start coming out your pores. You just like fuck Halliburton. I haven't even actually weighed in on the game yet. Actually,
listen, I told you the game was a blowout, man. Don't worry about it. It was good. It was close to steal the money, but at the end, you saw what it was. That's it. It was already what everybody knew was going to happen. But even if the Knicks would have won, I love the Knicks and everything, bro. But I knew they wasn't going to be able to beat OKC, bro. The West was already. We talked about this shit on the show. The West was going to win regardless. So I already knew the West was going to win. You know what I'm saying? And just how you know what I'm saying? OKC been doing their thing all season. Salute to them, you know what I mean? Young team doing what they do. So you can't take it away from them regardless. You know, but everybody knew the outcome of this fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Salute to the Knicks.
Back to the Knicks.
Salute.
Fucking Knicks, man.
And Knicks, man. Get mad. Get mad when we took Boston and sent them home. You understand what I'm saying? You get upset. It's okay.
We both watched the finals with the same view from the crib.
My seats were closer. I was on my with Denzel Washington. What was that? American Gangster. How the fuck you get up that close by beating Boston? Taking pictures of me. That's how I got up close, by beating Boston. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Listen, next year you get a shot, man. You get a shot at the title. We took the belts. So they never won the titles from Balboa. That's a paper champion. We got the belt. We got
it. Yeah. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I mean, I think this is the creating of a dynasty, you know, on the OKC's behalf. You know, they're young. They're under contract for a couple more years, so it's gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah, before they break them up. Hey, shout out to KD going to Houston. He got traded.
Right. Yeah,
KD got interview. That was crazy.
But he got to go somewhere where he was trying to go. So
I thought he was coming to New York.
I mean, that was on his list, but I mean, he landed in one of the places that he mentioned that he was interested in. So.
Yeah.
I've watched a couple of the NBA, you know, dudes be working all the angles of every trade, you know, that they can think of and shit. But like that was one trade that they figured that could fit. I don't know who their lineup is going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't. You know, they traded away a bunch of picks and Bane. I mean, not Bane. Whatever, the dude who used to always be holding the aggravating everybody with the defense and shit. They got rid of him. So it's like
they're gonna build a team around. They're gonna do some shit.
I guess.
You know he's gonna be head captain in that bitch. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's like
they ain't get them to, you know what I'm saying, to not fill the seats.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
You for sure gonna fill the seats now, just based on, you know, it's KD. You got KD.
Yeah, KD. That's what I'm saying. But he's at the end of his years too, though. I'm getting twisted. And didn't LeBron say he was retiring or some shit?
The LeBron?
Supposedly that's what he said, because Kai was saying, no, you can't retire, blah, blah, blah. He was interviewing him and Tom Brady or some panel or some shit. He was like, nah, LeBron, you can't retire, da, 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 da. Like, you know, LeBron wants to, you know, he's good, man. He's done his years. He got what, how many years? 20 plus years?
Yeah.
20 years.
I mean, at 18, 24, 22.
You don't got nothing to prove, man. You got your ships, man. You changed the game. You right up there with the GOATs, you know what I'm saying? Like, salute to LeBron, you know what I'm saying? He got, it's like right now, set up for the Canelo Crawford fight. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Crawford and Canelo getting that bag from the Turk, you know what I'm saying? Like, they gonna get, it's gonna be crazy out there. But I'm gonna keep it real. Crawford's gonna lose.
I don't. I'm willing to make that bet.
Ooh, you gonna double up on this one? So I get hold on.
I'm gonna look at the Vegas bets. You know what I mean? I'll make the best one.
No.
You gotta have a bet better than Vegas odds. For me to fuck with you on the bet,
you
better than the Vegas odds.
I don't because I already got credit. So you technically in the red right now. So I'm trying to help you get out of the red.
No, I don't have to. I don't have to pay you back with another bet.
No, I'm saying I'm trying to help you even out. So I get an extended stay. You understand what I'm saying? And if you lose, and if you win, you're clean. Pause.
Man, he about to beat that boy.
Play the
about to beat that boy like he beat fucking.
Play my boy Castro after my boy. Hey. You know what I'm saying? I need to get the halftime on. Let you think straight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I love Crawford. I want him to win, but unfortunately, we'll talk about it when we get back. Stay tuned.
He's about to beat that boy for real. Man, hold on. He's about to beat that boy like.
What are those?
They're called my sandals.
Canelo, get the money.
Cash moves everything around me. Get the money, dollar bill, y'all. Cash moves everything around me. Get the money,
Canelo, get the money.
bill, y'all.
Oh, you gotta play my boy. Where my boy at?
I know. I don't know where that's at. It's like missing.
Oh, hey, hey,
Yeah, I'm
shout out to my Uncle 3 times. I've been riding with the gang. Oh, come on, bro. We should know the fuck.
Shout out Huncho 3 times. I'm riding with the gang. I be riding with them AKs. Side buzzing, boy, they hop out bustin' rain. All my niggas pull up on this block and let it rain. All my niggas really ready bustin' in your brain. Yeah. Bitches know we thuggin'. Yeah. To have a boss like this, you gotta be from the fucking streets. Yeah. How you think I made a name in the fucking streets? My little brother here, L3. Yeah.
Can't forget about him, boy. Yo,
Yeah,
so back to Crawford. I'm gonna tell you why. Now, mind you, do I believe Crawford could possibly beat Canelo? Of course. Crawford's a skillful, great fighter, bro. He's ready. You understand? But here's my doubt, because I'm a betting man. This is why I'm gonna tell you why I would go with Canelo. Now, again, I'm telling you, I would love for Crawford to win. I would love for him to beat Canelo and put up the L on his motherfucking record, of course. Because honestly, again, Canelo's another one. He don't got nothing to prove, but he's putting himself on the line. He want that money. You understand what I'm saying? So he's willing to fuck up the record. But I'm going to tell you why his record's not going to get fucked up. Now, I'm going to tell you why it's okay for Crawford's record to get fucked up. The same way Canelo's record got, he lost to a great fighter. As long as you lose to a great fighter, it's okay. And the reason he's going to lose to Canelo in the decision, maybe, or Canelo might knock his ass out because of the bonus that's what they're going to put up. They got a bounty. He's moving up in weight class, meaning he's going to get slower. It's not taken away from his skill. Crawford is a skilled, great fighter. But because when you move up in weight class and you're not used to it, you move slower. You don't move as fast as you used to. Any fighter, anybody who fights, anybody who knows about moving up in weight classes and shit like that understands that. Even when you gotta lose weight, you gonna move slower, bro. That's a fact. And
bruh,
because
he's gonna whoop his ass. All that shit you talking, yeah, he gonna be. September 13th, he gonna beat his ass. Mark this shit down.
Who's favorite? Who's favorite? Who's favorite?
I don't care. I don't give a fuck. It don't matter to me. Crawford's favorite. He really is a bigger dude for real life. He's taller and he's heavier when he's walking around. Canelo's stronger, but Crawford way quicker, got better fucking foot speed, all that shit. Can box with both hands. He about to put on a clinic. And if he do lose, it's going to be because they're going to rob his ass at the fucking thing and try to make a trilogy out the shit. Watch. He's going to whoop that boy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, watch. He going to whoop that boy. He going to be like, oh, Jay, he was right. I'm like, yeah, I know. I told you that shit.
Listen, like I said, look up the odds right now. Find out who's favorite. If Canelo's favorite, you know what I'm saying? Then you know what I'm saying? We talk about it. But if Crawford's favorite, you really gonna have to give me some good odds.
See, now you gotta give you some good odds.
Because that's what you wanted, right? That's what you said a second ago. I was trying to call it even bet. Now, you know, I'm just saying. You know, I'm just telling you what's gonna happen. I would like, again, I'm gonna go on record right now. I would like for Crawford to win, to beat Canelo, become that champion that he wants to become, and become the new face, really, and take, you know, again, take down the champ. But unfortunately, because of the little details, it sways more to Canelo. So I have to bet my money on Canelo, but I would like for Crawford to win. So either way, I'm going to enjoy the fight. So my money's on Canelo. Any takers? Any takers? Any takers? You know what I'm saying? You found the odds? Anybody? I can't look right now. I get kicked off.
Looking it up. They're gonna keep changing too. You know that.
Nah, but right now, it won't change if it's an OD. Like if Canelo is like minus 900 right now, he ain't gonna become the underdog. he might go down to maybe minus 500 tops. You understand what I'm saying? That's another way you can tell it's a money fight. If Canelo was like minus 150, that's crazy. Now we talking. You know what I mean? He might lose. But if we start seeing 300 plus, 500 plus, and you know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all thinking out there. I think, again, I'm no expert. No expert.
I looked at the wrong thing. Let's see here. Versus Crawford. Let's find some odds. All right, here we go. Let's see here. You will be able to explain this better than me.
Just tell me who's minus and who's plus.
I'm going to put it on the screen. All right, here you go.
I can't see. It's too small on my screen. What does it say? What does it say? Read it to me.
As of on FanDuel, Canelo is a minus 205. Crawford plus 158. On Bet365, Canelo minus 180 to Crawford plus 145. DraftKings minus 195 to Crawford's plus 155. BetMGM is a minus 188 to a plus 160. That's actually the best one, ain't it? So far.
Right now, 160.
And then, but even with the minus 188, you know what I'm saying? Oh no, 180 to 145. So, but then Caesars is 190 to Terrence Crawford plus 150.
Yeah, 150. Okay, so 150. Yeah, that's a little too close. I don't like that.
Told you that's some they don't really know.
Yeah, that's that. And put it like this: they already got Crawford sitting to the right of the king, so they're already saying it's set up for Crawford to win by decision if it does go 12.
Yeah. See, here you go. So you changing your pick?
No. I'm just telling you, I'm going to put my money on Canelo, but I want Crawford to win. I'm just telling you why I put my money on.
I really wanted him to win, but I put the money the other way, and they had the king sitting on the side, but I knew he was going to win. But
I'm a bit. No, what I'm going to do is right. I'm a bet Canelo for 180, right? Minus 180 to win the 100, but I'm gonna still hedge it with old boy for $160 plus 160. So if I win, I get a plus 160. I still make a little profit.
All right. Let me know how that ticket look so I can analyze it.
I ain't betting for a while. I got fuck you, Halliburton. Well, fuck up my ticket. 14 fucking points. Fuck out of here. Yeah, let me sit down. We're gonna get ready for Game 7. We're gonna get them ready. Sit them down the third quarter and the whole fourth quarter. He's gonna be ready for Game 7. Game 7. Choke artist. Y'all lucky ain't on my fucking meme shit. I would have put a motherfucking calf with the face of motherfucking Halliburton on him choking on his own calf.
Hey man, don't hate on Halliburton, bro.
Hey, listen, he did it to himself. I ain't telling him to do that at the Garden. He did. You know what I'm saying? I ain't telling him to do that. He did it.
Facts. He did it to himself.
He did it to himself.
No, but yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah, get well. Yeah, get well. Yeah, get well soon. Yeah, get well soon, man.
It was an idea I had that my boy said, ain't nobody. I was like, bro, if the NBA was on top of it and the agents was all over it, I'd be like, bro, we got to get it some type of endorsement. They got Jason Tatum and Halliburton rehabbing together. You know what I'm saying? Some type of, you know what I mean? Like turn that shit into a campaign, some type of ad campaign. It could be about resilience, about coming back. But, you know, you got two of the marquee stars of their team that got the same injury in the playoffs.
Not only that,
they both ain't supposed to come back, you know what I mean, for a season. So why not document both of them, and then you can like create this new. And they both was on the same Olympic team as well.
Not,
you know
not only that, what else? You missing one more key factor. You keep going.
What? And they lost because of that. Was it the same leg too? Is it the same leg?
No. They both got the number 0.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Halliburton's double 0 though, ain't he?
It don't matter. It's 0. And there was another player that got the number 0 that hurt his fucking ankle too, or his Achilles, whatever the fuck, or his calf, whatever. Check it out. Yeah, he wears 0. The curse of the 0, bro. And then he might come back and win the chip now. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? We did it!
Yeah. That's crazy.
We did it!
Yeah, but shout out to OKC. You know what I mean? I think y'all got the beginnings of a what the fuck you call it? When you got a squad.
Dynasty.
A dynasty. Damn, I gotta write that down. I didn't forgot that word like all day yesterday. I kept saying that. I was like, yeah, they got the makings of a dynasty. I couldn't think of it. Yeah, I think they can have a dynasty. I can't.
They could. A lot of people are calling it a fluke ring, though.
Nah. They did their thing. They did their thing. Like, them boys is tough. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to stop them dudes. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking about, just even watching SGA last night. He was cooking. And they all have shots and shit that you can't stop. You know what I mean? If they get to their spots, like a fadeaway, you know what I mean? They got some unstoppable offense that they can put on, you know. So it's like, I mean, obviously they can be beaten. But when they're playing halfway decent, it's hard to stop them dudes. They're too tall. Play defense very well. They're fast and they're young, you know. So in the next 4 or 5 years, they're gonna be a force to be reckoned with. I don't know I know their contract is together for at least the next 2 seasons, from what I remember.
Shout out to the Florida Panthers. They the double back-to-back NHL champions.
Yep.
And still, bro.
But if they would have stretched their series out, we'd have had more to watch this weekend. But shout out to the NBA, though. Game 7 was cool. I was happy to finally.
It was a crazy ass game. It might as well have been no goalies as much as they were scoring these fucking games, bro. Yeah. That shit was crazy.
And that's just something I've ever seen, like in hockey. You know, my dad explained it to me, but like when they was behind, how they just dropped the goalie off. They just played with straight up, you know what I mean? Like they had no goalie. We
extra man. It pulled the goalie.
Yeah, pull the goalie and be like, we coming straight up on some street hockey shit. Like we going all offense. I'm like, that's actually pretty dope. Yeah. If it worked, but it didn't really work for them so much. But yeah, that was interesting. So shout out to them. So now we just gotta wait for good old football to start back.
Yeah. I mean, you got the WNBA now. You saw
that's been pretty well. Yeah, that's been pretty good.
Caitlin Clark was getting beat up. You know what I'm saying?
You see how her homegirl came to her rescue and shit the other day?
Uh-huh. You saw her, they getting Angel Reese. She's just a kid. You're 21-something years old. You're a grown-ass woman. You ain't no kid. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you suck. You know what I'm saying? As a basketball player, you trash. It's according to the fucking people out there. They say you suck. You know, they did assistant defense.
Who?
a cease and desist on these guys who were making videos on making a bet to basically offshore betting place, and the bet was Angel Reese missing her first shot. So since the season started, they were caking it off of her missing her first shot. And every time they will, play it live and record it, and it will become a viral TikTok of them making money of her missing her shot. So it got so crazy that people started tuning into her and making money off of that. So they did a cease and desist, and they had to come out and say, "Oh, we got to stop doing it because of this. But if we do it, it's like we got to find out if we get permission." But they basically kind of again, it puts her how whack she is, how bad, And then if you saw the other day, I think she only took 2 shots, and one of them was a 3, and she made it, which was her first shot. Every other time she was just playing defense, and she didn't get really no rebounds. She usually only gets rebounds when she shoots, which is good to get your own rebound. I think that's a great skill. You understand? But at the same time, to take 2 shots.
But you only get your own, I know, but you only get your own rebound. It's because you miss. That's why I watched one of them clips too. They was like, oh yeah, her going to whatever she gonna have, they had crazy stat, but it was because she said she about to go 0 for 12 or 0 for whatever with mad rebounds. She gonna get her own rebound. That's what I coached. I used to I appreciated offensive rebounds, right? I would tell the kids, I said, yeah, definitely that's a stat you want to have. But if we got a whole bunch of offensive rebounds, that means we missing. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't really have none if you're fucking shooting good. Defensive rebound, yes, but I don't want a whole bunch of offensive rebounds. I want y'all to hit the fucking shots. But hey, that's just my coaching philosophy. But here, what was got for the next clip? Load it up.
Let go of her hair.
More traveling shit.
Yeah.
You already passed. Let go of her hair.
It's so funny.
I'm sorry, man.
Y'all see me. You know what's going on. It's just retarded. Yeah, put me on the ground. Put me on the ground. All right. Look at this fat lady. Look at this fat. She can't even look. You can't even see her stomach. It's horrible. Look at her outfit. Look at this fat. Hilarious. You can't even show your mouth because you're embarrassed. You can't see it 'cause you're embarrassed. Shut the up.
Who's the one?
Sorry, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, ugly dude.
Damn.
You saw who she is, right?
Who was that?
She's a famous designer. And she was over there spitting on this lady's face.
Look at this
fat shape of her.
Look, you can't even see her stomach. It's horrible. Look at her outfit. Look at this fat. Hilarious. You can't even show your mouth because you're embarrassed. You can't see it 'cause you're embarrassed. Shut the up.
Who's the one?
Sorry, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, ugly dude.
Yeah, well, hopefully she lose her endorsements and all that dumb shit. I hate when motherfucking people be acting on that. It's just I don't like, no like. But you know what I do like? Let me see what you like the most here. Got a couple of
yeah, with that AI picture, I laugh because I like the guy playing the Cash Rules Everything Around Me shit.
Let me see here, that green one, that white one. I like these two. I'm about to order some prints today. So any of y'all who watching, you're interested in any other art, we can get that to you as well. Form of a shirt, hoodie, we'll see. But if y'all are interested in art, we even do custom one-of-ones coming soon, very, very soon. But this is one of the files that I'm working on. My thumbnails, you can see, or my avatar that I got. Is one option. Present image file. I want to see your opinion as well, Harlem.
What's that?
All right. That's one that I have. That's the same thing. So we're going to remove that one. All right. So it started, I had this. So I want to do like a white design on a black shirt. And I came up with that after a bunch of different tries. I like the way the leaves I kind of wanted the white ring to maybe like be on top. So like the leaves are like behind it, like growing around the rim of the, I'm gonna still try to prompt it to do that, but sometimes like you keep asking it to do shit, it just keeps getting further away from your original design. So I was like, that ain't bad because you still have the circle represented. And I have another way, if I can bring some of these into my other Photoshop program and then manipulate them myself, that's an option as well, but we'll see. So then I did so like between these two, it's just like a more colored version of one. But you see even there, it added color, like I told it to add the green up the leaves, but some of that bled onto the mushroom cap. It added green to the eye, which is cool, but it took away some of the freckles that are on the mushroom. I like the mushroom with a bunch of freckles. And then I did I had a rainbow mushroom that kind of turned out pretty cool, but I'm like, let me see a rainbow camo mushroom.
That was say that'd be hot with some fatigues right there.
Yeah, so that's what I thought. That right there, I was like, that's actually kind of dope. Because I had another rainbow version of the mushroom, but it was just like phased rainbow. I was like, no, this one was like more represented like how a mushroom would be. So I thought about getting this. I printed out. Turned out pretty good. And then maybe some of these printed out. Let's see. We'll see. Let's see here. I think I had one more. Let me see. Present image. No, they're the same. Oh, this was the original. This one too. Actually, that's my favorite one right there. Because it still had the ring in there. It had the eye. I had another one that had like the eye, but it had like digital like writing behind it, or like how a circuit board lines are. So, but I think I'm gonna get some of these printed too. If I can get green and I can put that on like
if
white.
you can get the weed coming out the Mog Vision, you'd be sick too. You see how the little weeds on the side, on the circle,
Yeah,
on the outside,
behind the letter.
Yeah, or on top of the letter, like little ones, little buds type shit.
Good morning there. Good morning, Chris Corky. Good morning. Thanks for pulling up.
Good morning, Corky. How's it going?
So yeah, I like that one too. I like that one a lot. They all kind of turned out pretty cool. I'm gonna put some
it looks hot. That shit is fire, bro.
And
my
then
boy
like
had got a little fucking printing machine now too. Shit, I need to get you to make the print this shit so I can just print this shit.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get on some of them designs.
Yo, I told you about the other shit. You gotta help me get that shit off the ground.
Yeah. I was
that's some shit we could actually do together, and like we could fuck around, do some casino shit with that. Just plug it out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. That for sure could be
other means of income, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do Jays in the morning. Hustling. Every day we hustling.
Which one did you like there? Which
one? The camel one. Let me see. Which one? Let's see.
That's wide. Okay. Let's see. Thought I'll get some of these made too. The hemp wrap ones. We'll see. I gotta put that in order today. So on my to-do list, the green one, the colorful one.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah, that shit look crazy with some fatigue.
That one? Are you talking about that one, like with the camouflage, the camouflage cap? Yeah, I'm gonna get some of these ones printed for sure. Yeah, all right, bet that's gonna get printed. The Mog Vision camo cap, I'm gonna call it. Those get printed on red. I mean on black. And probably could print that on like gray or some charcoal too, something darker because the Mog Vision is in white. I thought about even getting real creative and putting something in the eye, like in the reflection of the eye. But I need to get something printed so I can at least do some test prints for the shirts and shit. Get different sizes so I can print them on, like, that can be front of the shirt, that can be a back tag, all kinds of shit. All right, moving right along. Let's see what else I got for some
It could
clips.
definitely, I could see it as a patch for sure.
For sure, yeah.
You know what I mean? So like that's some shit you can start. Remember how they used to do the aviator jackets? You can start doing shit like that. Make a design with different shit and make an aviator version of your shit. You know what I'm saying? So now you got all your little, just like kind of how like you have all the Cartagena shirts. You can turn all of the shirt logos into the aviator patches, like rectangle one, circle one, star one. You know what I'm saying? Change it up. So you already got the design, and boom, throw that shit on the aviator. Now you got some one-of-one crazy shit right there.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Of course, I need 30%.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Knew that was coming.
Call it. The public knows. Kobe already knows.
All right. Salt Lake City
Salt
shooter
Lake
caught
City.
with a rifle at the No King.
Protest, like, he was about to do a mass shooting, this motherfucker.
It's a rifle right here.
Just look at
Hey,
right there.
this guy, I just grabbed this from this guy. He's right there. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get out.
Video captured the moment a bystander flagged down police after a shooting at a No Kings protest in Salt Lake City on Saturday. According to police, officers found a man whom they later identified as Arturo Gamboa wearing black and crouching with a group of bystanders. He had a gunshot wound. Witnesses told Salt Lake City police that moments before, the man was holding an assault-style rifle in a firing position and running toward the No Kings protesters. This drew the attention of two so-called peacekeepers providing security for the event, with one firing 3 rounds in the crowd. One round hit Gamboa in the stomach and another killed Arthur Falasa Alu, a bystander who was a renowned fashion designer who appeared on Project Runway. Authorities detained and questioned 2 peacekeepers and have not released details about the one who shot Alu. Gamboa, the man who police say was spotted carrying the rifle, was arrested on suspicion of murder. Asked by CNN if the person who shot Alu could face charges, police stated that their investigation is ongoing.
They ain't gonna charge him, man. He's a fucking hero. It's fucked up somebody lost their life, but I think the government will take one life in the place of many. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's sad to say, you know, RIP to the family, but they're not going to charge him with murder when he's a peacekeeping officer and he took action. I mean, unfortunately, you know, but he did shoot the perp. You understand what I'm saying? He got him enough to hide out. I mean, it could have been something crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
It could have been weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Telling you, you know what I'm saying? Fucking telling you, boy. This shit's about to get crazy.
Yeah. About to get. It's kind of, if we ain't already there.
I mean, I think we're gonna really be there when something happens here.
Yeah, if.
You know how America is, and this is part of the playbook. We already said it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. You. So listen, I'll tell you what. Listen, let's put 100. I got Canelo. You got Crawford.
We're gonna see what that bet is. That 100 don't even look. You gotta give me your odds, Playboy.
I ain't giving you no odds, bro.
Mr. Vegas. Well, Vegas got a better bet than you right now, man.
They go back with Caesars then.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? This is bigger than Vegas. You know what I'm saying? This is about bragging rights. You know what I'm saying? That's bigger than anything else. You know what I'm saying? This ain't even about money. We're not even trying to take money.
No, I got you.
But you know what I'm saying? That's all it is. It's about the W. I'm gonna get the W regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Right now I'm 1-0. I'm undefeated. You know what I'm saying? This is your rematch right here. You got good odds there, bro. 100. Call it down the line. If Crawford, how about this? If Crawford knocks him out, I give you 150.
Crawford knocks
him out. If Crawford just wins, you only get 100. If Canelo wins, you just pay me 100. But if Canelo knocks him out, you got to give me 125.
No, you come with all types of shit.
No, you still making more money than me. The knockout is 150. You get that plus 150 off your 100. You get your 150, but you got to knock him out. And I get the bonus, only $25 bonus if Canelo knocks him out. But I still get my 100.
We got good thing we got to we got to September 13th.
Oh, you wanna see the what they call that, the breakdown when they do on Showtime and HBO? The boxing day by day shit. You want to see him train? That's what
the 24 or whatever they be doing.
Yeah. That shit. That's what you want to see to make your final decision. Listen, the price might change then, bro. I might give you less odds. You only might make $50 off the bet. You understand what I'm saying? It's because you waited too long. You got to invest early. Early. You know this.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like you want this bet. You know what I mean?
No.
Really
you actually.
I said I'm taking the best bet. You was like, oh, bet. I said, no, I'm taking the best bet. You got to come back.
Hold on, I got to switch out for the Bluetooth.
You know? And you don't know? Why we let him switch out to his Bluetooth? Let's see here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So exactly. You said I'm taking it back. Bye. And I told you what happened. I was never trying to bet. I was just giving my analysis. Now, again, I just happen to be going the opposite of the person you're picking. So that just, makes it a sportsman-like gentleman's bet. A gentleman's bet, bro. Nothing crazy.
Man, well, like I said, we got some time to.
Yeah, September 13th. What is it? 15th?
Yeah,
13th?
Yeah, 13th.
13th. Oh shit! Before we know it, that's right around the corner.
That's just crazy. Yeah,
it is. It's definitely crazy because we just starting summer, end of June, going into July already. Before you know it, this summer was over as fast as they fucking just showed up, bro.
Yeah.
Just a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about how cold it was. Now it's fucking hot as hell. You have baseball players catching some of that heat fucking exhaustion in some games yesterday, how hot it was. All across America, bro. And them crazy storms been hitting a lot of places too, knocking out power. You heard about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shit is crazy, man. Shit is crazy. Mother Nature. Mother Nature.
Let's see what else we had loaded for clips here coming down the home stretch.
Quite a few.
I don't want to get into this one. Okay, yeah, this one here is some crazy shit.
הלך סורוקה, בראש שלי משפיע הלך סורוקה. תראו את האנשים, תראו את האנשים. C'est vous. Buona falati.
That's just crazy, bro. It's like 4th of July.
4th of July. Yep, exactly. Now, here's the crazy part, right? Now, you notice when America struck and, you know, Israel struck and they did what they did to Iran, it happened to be, as reported in media, military and, you know, nuclear sites, right? Threat spots, right? They never show videos of people dying, supposedly, but you gotta love the spin. Now Iran attacks, and they're showing hospitals, and they're showing. You understand what I'm saying? They gotta sell it. They're selling it. Look, they shot this hospital. It's like I said, something happens in the United States. There's too many civilians around. This is what's gonna help their people get the money they need to fucking fund these wars, bro.
True.
They need to unlock the vault.
Yeah, they need to give it a green light. But as well, I mean, to be on my Tony Hernandez shit, the Iranians is striking hospitals and whatever. They don't give a fuck. They want it.
Oh yeah. But here's the thing. I always used to think about that because even in the Geneva Convention, they say you're not supposed to hit, you know, any medical vehicles, right? But here's the enemy's thing. If they can't get well anywhere, they can't go back and fight.
Exactly. Oh yeah.
You understand? That's their tactic for that. It's not just, oh, they're the wounded. No, you just not get them better and put them back on the battlefield. Fuck that. You understand what I'm saying? That's how they look at it.
Yeah.
But again, we'll see. Iran has struck back though. They answered back. Now what happens? What would Trump do? They didn't hit America.
No, he's letting Israel do that. They've already, you know, they've been already crippled them pretty good. So they can go in there and just keep on doing what they've been doing to them. You know what I'm saying? Like more of that, more of the same. It's just crazy.
Mm-hmm. Just, like I said, I see that, bro, and I don't want to say it, but I have to say it. Could you imagine that shit happening anywhere in the United States, bro? Can you picture that? Can you fucking look up in the sky and see fucking missiles? And even if there was a fucking Iron Dome and one of them gets through and you just see some shit get blown the fuck up. Like that sight alone, like the trauma people are going through with that for the innocent civilians that are going through this shit. Again, back to the people. Nobody cares about the people. This ain't about the people on either side. Nowhere is about the people. Because you ask the people, and the people tell you different. This is crazy, man. I'll pray to everybody.
In Florida, police say a terrifying alleged.
Yeah. What's up with this one right here?
What's that? Oh, this motherfucker. No, that's not the guy. That's not the guy. That's somebody else. I don't know. Oh, this guy. He's like, you know, the mindset of if I can't have you, nobody can have you. These crazy psycho dudes or women. That's what this is about.
Back here in the U.S. into Florida, police say a terrifying alleged kidnapping was caught on surveillance. Authorities arresting a man they say used a tracking device to follow his ex-girlfriend, allegedly forcing her into the trunk of her car, driving away with her in the trunk. The alleged victim suffering minor injuries. That suspect is under arrest tonight. Back here in the U.S. into Florida, police...
Air tags.
Air tag, bro.
Yeah, using them air tags. That's crazy.
Yeah, put it in the trunk. Listen. He did the RoboCop on him. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Wait, you're dead. We killed you.
Yeah.
Shout out to RoboCop.
Yeah, shout out to fucking RoboCop.
Yeah, that's the future right there. Oh, speaking of the future, go ahead and play that Tesla, that future we already said was going to happen. Because salute to Texas, they outlawed weed. They got the trucks that are driving themselves, and now, just like we said here at Jay's in the morning, you Uber and Lyft drivers, we told y'all to get a new skill. They just rolled out the self-driving taxi Teslas with a flat rate of $4.95. Flat rate. Think about that. Anywhere you wanted to go. The clip, it says Uber and Lyft.
Let's see here. Okay. Hold on, this shit. Did this shit even load up? Yeah, hold on 1 second.
We talking Pusha T or not, bro?
You say what?
So we talking Pusha T or not?
Did I talk to him? Or do I fuck with him?
We talking about it.
Oh, we can. What, the new song that dropped, he dissed?
Yeah, Travis.
Yeah, what's up with that? I wonder, I know he had smoke.
Listen, and after said it's over.
But yeah, I don't understand what's the history of their beef.
Okay, well, basically, it's not even, it's like, see, he's one of them dudes that's just like, you know, you take shit as disrespect type shit, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So basically, the story goes that Travis Scott is a huge Pharrell fan. He loves Pharrell. You understand? So the clips and Pharrell were in Paris in the LV studio, and I guess they were recording, you know? And Travis went out of his way to fly from wherever he the fuck was at to bring his album to Pharrell and interrupted their session, so he could listen to it. And then what he was saying, he was like, yo, this shit was trash. If it was hot, I would have probably let it be. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit was trash. And then you're going to come and interrupt our session, and then you trying to act like, and then he talks about how, you know, his girl, you know, they left him, broke up, and you were crying and all this other shit, you know, like he put him out there, you know what I mean? Like, basically, you know, fucking up the image. You know, the PR people gonna have to get to work after this one. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So basically, he went off like he did on Drake, and it's stinging right now. But Travis' response to that was a picture of Malice with a fucking what is that? A chameleon or a gecko? I don't know what the fuck it was. That supposedly there was some rumors back in the day that he was abusing animals or some shit. And it was like, I don't know, that was his response. That's what he posted on his, I don't know if it was his Twitter or what the fuck ever. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. What's going on in a space?
Yeah, okay, we'll get to that. Let me see. How long we got? Okay, we got a few minutes. All right, here's your clip.
Close a decade of hype, Tesla has launched its own robo-taxi service in Texas. A handful of driverless cars are now on the streets of Austin, but Elon Musk says the program will expand to 1,000 vehicles within months. It could be a critical test for the company, which has been struggling with poor sales and consumer backlash. After almost a decade of hype, Tesla has launched its own robo-taxi service.
Taking a Tesla.
That's it in action right there.
I figured they would have their own shit because other people got them and they had the first fully driving car.
Yeah, but they didn't own it. They owned it. Now they don't have to own it anymore. And you could go to sleep now.
It's taxi service. And they must be assuming, you know. But just like those automatic cabs that they had in New York City or wherever they was, no, LA that they was burning up.
So long, Lyft and Uber. They're gonna have to drop their prices. It's gonna be true independent. Remember how it was, and like when everybody who went to Colombia, how they were showing how those cabs were like it was basically like they were like bidding on the ride type shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're gonna do here. You want the ride or not? That electronic motherfucker gonna take it for $4.95.
like on Total Recall, Johnny Cab.
Yeah, exactly. That's the Johnny Cab right there. It's pretty soon. Yeah. Exactly what you said. Somebody's gonna be like, nah, we need to make it more human-like. You gotta put somebody there just to make, you can't just have that. Watch, somebody's gonna say some shit. They're gonna definitely do the Johnny Cab. I can see that. They're gonna have to put a robot there, like one of his robots. They're gonna have to put one there. I can see it. You can definitely see it. Man. Well, they're so long. Uber and Lyft, y'all about to be gone. Y'all about to be gone. Y'all definitely gonna take a hit in the stock market once this shit go statewide for real. You understand?
Yeah.
They're gonna take a hit. Tesla stock about the. But here's the thing: not only he do that for that, but they're losing money, Tesla. So he got to find another revenue stream. You know what I'm saying?
Say it one more time about the stock.
That Tesla was losing money, so they got to find another stream of revenue, and this is the way.
Yeah, but I'll say my Tesla stock is doing very well.
No, it took a hit. You know what I'm saying? But it's coming back. You know what I'm saying? But it took a hit.
Let me look at the graph of the all-time versus. Let's see where we are today.
Let's look at the last 3 months.
Let's see here, stocks. Tesla, where you at? All right, I'm gonna hit the 1 year, the all-time. All right.
No, three months.
The all-time high right now is at $354.08 today. 3 months ago. So we're gonna go to March 23rd. March 24th, it was at 278. So it's up. It's up, bro. 353. It's all-time high though. Damn, I can't even see this graph. That's like 463. That was in December. So
it dropped
from December, to December of last
year. So it took a hit. How much of a hit from December to now?
December, it was at its highest because even then, okay, now we're looking at it like that. In that December,
because it went up. You said it was at an all-time high just recently in December. So it went up and then it took a hit.
Yeah, December ain't recent, bro. Because you said already 3 months, and now we back to 6 months.
I mean, it is recent. It's within a year.
Not in stocks. The day this shit changed.
Yeah, but if you're leaving your money there and you're not going to continue to keep buying, that's basically what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people who just have the stock there and that's all they have, not the ones that know and keep looking at the numbers every day and buy something.
On October 19th of 2020, it was worth $143.61, and that's when I bought it. I bought $500 worth of it back then.
Yeah, right? No, it definitely went up.
and then it went up ever. You know what I'm saying? I'm up from over there. Like it was on its way up when I bought some.
Oh, you definitely up. Pause. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So,
When you bought it low, you bought low, it went up. Yeah, for sure.
but yeah, so I think it'll get back to where it was at.
Like, yeah, for sure. You would have dropped like 10 racks, and then even now
I
you
was
still
supposed
be up
to. I
regardless.
can tell you the
You know
story.
what
I
I'm
was
saying?
supposed to do that shit. What up, OG Mike? Yeah, I got fucking cold feet at the last second. Instead of buying in at all my shit at 10,000, I spent 1,000. I bought some Tesla, I bought some Walmart, I bought some Bitcoin. The Bitcoin is doing good and Tesla's doing good. Walmart, they all are decent. Actually, one of my dudes that is like a trader, day trader and all that, heavy into that, he looked at my shit at the the small portfolio. He was like, dude, that you picked some good ones. Just imagine if you was at scale. Yeah, like that shit was crazy. He's like, but what you did do, he's like, you did pick based on, he asked me like, okay, how'd you figure that? And how'd you, what was your, when you picked it out? I was like, yo, he's like, no, you did good. You did damn good. Speaking of what's going, oh yeah, all right. So
you gotta do this segment.
Jay-Z or Nas?
Oh, Nas, man.
Okay, all right, easy. Jim Jones or Nas?
Nas, man.
You sound like a Jim Jones. You from Harlem. How you gonna diss your Harlem brethren though? What's up with that? You know what I mean? So you going for Queens over Harlem?
Because he's not as lyrical as Nas.
No, but I'm saying he better than Nas. He better than Nas.
We talking about opinion. Now Jim Jones he's a troll. He knows how this business works. You gotta remember, Jim Jones is the one that spoke to Cam a while back, talking about let's create fake beef so we can sell records. Jim Jones knows what he's doing. You understand what I'm saying? He knows he's gonna make an outrageous statement. Jim Jones is doing the Rello. It's gonna be the best trip ever.
At least it comes to
one YouTuber.
At least it comes down to somebody who's gonna stop him in his tracks and keeping it real. So shout out to Unc.
Hip hop is 50 years of age. You've been in this thing 2 decades.
I ain't 50. I'm 48.
I said hip hop is 50.
I thought you were shooting at me. My bad.
Nah. Hip hop is 50, but you've been in this thing for 2 decades, right?
I've been in this thing since it's a little bit more than that, since 1997. Cameron got his first deal, so I'm like 28 years. I've been signed my first deals.
Hold on. It's about to get real. I don't know if you've seen this back and forth. Did you see this back and forth?
Yeah, I saw it. It was good. All
right.
Now, when you want to work with the young artists, together.
I mean, I hold no prejudice. I'm looking today as having a.
I said you was high as hell when you said you was better than Nas.
We lost him. Go rap things. Oh yeah.
Bear with me, folks. I thought I had it queued up.
At this jump.
That's like when they start getting it animated.
It's just a testament of.
Can I ask you a question, Jim?
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
You smoke, right?
Yeah.
Were you smoking when you said you better than Nas?
I might have been a little bit. Well, as far as let's get this right. I'm way
You
more.
said I might have been a little bit.
I don't care what nobody say. I know I made a little boo boo when we talk about the sales and all this type of shit. I don't feel like getting into that rhetoric about where I started and where he started.
You said that
but listen, Nas was nice when I was in high school. When I was in 10th grade, Nas came out.
Mm-hmm.
Nas was dope. We appreciated him. He had a little bit run. But Nas always came up second to Jay and DMX and all these other people. Like, he
ain't
never
no
had
shame
that,
in that. There's a lot of mofos came up second to Tom Brady.
He never had that type of influence on us, except for his first album. I already told you, I used to want to dress like Nas because he had a lot of fresh clothes that the hustlers used to wear and shit. And we used to see him on TV. He had one of the illest albums of all time. And then in high school when he had the barbecue and shit like that. So I'm a real fan of Nas, but he kind of lost me after the movie Belly and shit like that. Like, I don't.
Man, go ahead on with that, Jim.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm being honest. You ask me, I'm being a fan. I'm telling you, the movie Belly, but after that, he kind of lost me. I think we was way too much into the game. Remember how this goes. You ever heard of a Kofi list?
Yeah.
Yo, go back into your history and find out what happened between us and him. You dig? And I'm not trying to repeat history, but don't play with us when it comes to that, bro. We already went wild on them boys. You heard? We the ones that went wild on them boys. You heard?
Hey, Jim.
And people out here acting like I said I'm gonna bring the Kofi list back. I just told you I'm gonna change man. Stephen Law. Can you dig?
I'm putting it like this, Jim. Hey, bro, you been in this thing, but lyrically, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you.
Yeah,
Y'all
but
ain't
look
never
how you
good,
dress.
Nas.
Look how you dress.
Lyrically.
You don't even be in the same places I be in. The
He said, "Look how you dress."
I can be
He
in
went
the
way
church.
off
You
topic.
can't
the
F with
things
Nas
that
lyrically.
we.
I don't know who told you that. Now look, you all know you on
the
that
things
good
that we
stuff,
listen
but
to,
you
the
not
things that
seeing
you listen
Nas.
to. Bro,
You
it's a
not
bunch
seeing
of
Nas,
you
bro.
got a bunch
Let's
of
be
40
real.
and 50. You got a bunch of 40 and 50-year-olds in their panties because I said I'm better
It
than
don't
Nas.
matter.
Look at you. Look at you.
Nobody,
And all in your
ain't nobody from
filth.
Dipset gonna
Shannon,
take you
that
over
shirt-
Nas.
that
Nobody
shirt
from the
too tight.
Diplomats but you.
Hold on,
You
Jimmy.
can't
Hold
F with
on.
Nas.
That shirt too
Hold
tight.
on. Hold on.
That
Jimmy,
shirt too
Jimmy.
tight. You want to go back to I really mean it? I really mean it, started. We could go back to
but I
the
just
history,
said,
bro.
for you to even
Don't do
say
that, bro. Don't do that, bro. That shirt
Hold on.
said it.
be sticking
I
up for Nas.
got a question.
Let Nas stick up for himself and meet me in a booth or something if we want to do something historical.
He
Other than that, we
don't.
gotta
Nas
talk
say he
about
don't
it.
do that no more. Nas say he don't do that.
Because he got $100 million. He's a very wealthy man. You heard he's a very smart businessman. He caught a couple business flicks.
Hold on. Jimmy, hold on. I got a question. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on, Jim. Hold on. I got a question.
What?
This you do, Jimmy, and anything that you do, right? I've heard you preach it all the time, right? When you was playing football, your first thing you always say, "Ain't nobody here better than me."
Tell him again.
You done told me that story a million times. Wait, listen to me now.
Fuck you think I'm gonna be second to anybody in this world?
Jimmy.
But
Hold on,
God,
Jimmy, stay with me real quick. Stay with me now.
Stay with me, Jimmy.
But I'm just saying that mentality. Isn't that how you supposed to feel? Isn't that how you supposed to feel?
You know. Let me ask you a question. When you was on the field, you thought you was better than T.O. and Moss?
Hell yeah! What you mean?
Man,
I ain't gonna say it out loud.
You done came on here and say I ain't better than Moss. I'm not better than T.O. I'm not better than Rice. You said that.
I'm not playing the game no more.
But you wasn't. You didn't. You when you was playing. Hey, Jim, while you talking, you need to get with the locks. Jada them done cooked all at the verses.
Damn.
Jada.
I'm still playing at a high level. You better check my record. You heard? I'm still playing at a high level. I'm rapping at a high level. You better check my stats, bro. I will run circles around Nas rapping right. I will run circles around Nas rapping right. Right now, I will run Saturn around Nas right now rapping. Everybody knows that.
He went out the window.
I will run laps around Nas rapping right now, bro.
Jim. Oh, you talking right now? But I'm talking about when y'all. And his prime and your prime, you couldn't see him.
I'm still in it.
He gonna make Nas come back. What's gonna
Cam
happen?
was smoking his boots. I wasn't rapping when he was rapping, but Cam really got at him. You remember? I really mean it. We've been getting at them boys, but this is not about that. Right now, 2025, I'm in the game still rapping at a high capacity. If Nas wants to smoke, come in the booth. I will rap circles around.
Smoke. He enjoying that 150 million, 200 million.
Okay, then. So then leave me alone while I'm on the field.
You was effing with him. He wasn't bothering you.
I'm on the field. I'm picking on whoever, whatever. I don't care. I'm on the field.
Well, you,
and guess who's the most
field? Kendrick, Drake, Weezy, they on the field. You need to call like Drake. You need to call like Weezy. You need to call like Kendrick. You need to call somebody that's still in it. He ain't in it.
Why? Kendrick ain't at my age. Kendrick ain't at my age. I wasn't in my era. I ain't got.
Good point. Good point.
There you go.
Have you ever heard of retire?
Need a UGC video for your business? Find me and many other skilled
Nas just threw out that album. That album not too long ago, right? That last one. He just did that. Was it last year?
All of them out. I don't care if you retired or not. Deal with it. If not, be in the booth.
You see, he's marketing, bro. He's marketing, bro.
And I'm just talking about
hey, call Jada.
Let's get this right.
Oh,
I'm not
shit,
mad.
salute.
It's about the sportsmanship of the game.
I missed
People know I'm a very aggressive person, and I seem to get misconstrued when I'm talking my shit. I'm just talking my shit. You heard? Let me talk my shit because I am on the field. If anybody got a problem with that, they can meet me on the field. That is the booth.
I've been taking.
Anybody from that era.
Fucking my bro. I gotta get some glasses.
Hey, well, I got. Well,
anybody.
What it do, boo? Look, I'm looking at Jazzy's comment from.
Well, you and Jada in the same era.
I thought it said act.
Anybody from that era. Don't try
you ain't seeing Jada. Stop that. Stop that.
Anybody from that era.
Stop that.
I'm not scared of nobody.
Man, Pup. Hey, see you speeding right now.
Anybody from that era.
Hey,
I'm
put
not
the brake
scared of
assist
nobody.
on. I got to put the brake assist on. You speed, so I got to slow you down.
I'm in the field daily. In the booth daily. Anybody want to work out, tell them come to the field.
We got this is the perfect opportunity. You're not even paying attention. Your antennas ain't up right now. Listen, he said anybody from his area, anybody in the field, right? Shit, we can have our own verses on night, our own nightcap.
That's what this is about.
I got Nas and Jada.
It's deeper than the verses. It's about who making music. Meet me in the booth. Put the record up. Give us a time to do the record by. Give us a subject, and let's see who gonna smoke who on the booth.
Yeah, it is.
Man, come on.
It's about the sportsmanship. It's about the craftsmanship. Fuck the numbers. Fuck the records. You heard? Because we both got records that can smash. We both got. Nigga, meet me in the booth. Fuck all that old school shit. We'll play on records from 20 years ago. I am not nostalgic, nigga. It's 2025. Y'all want smoke? Meet me in the booth. Set it up, and we can do it for money. Labels can pay for it. How y'all want to do it? We can make a spectacle out here. You heard?
I got it. Let's
I'm
go.
a sportsman. You heard?
See, I tell you,
I got
marketing man. It's a smart man.
I got Godson.
Well, get him in the booth.
I got Jada.
Listen to me.
This is like what's going on with boxing. Like what battle you wanted to see. You know what I'm saying?
On my
why would you want to pull over the team? They can't help you. When you get on that mic, they can't help you. When Jada and Nas start spitting, who you gonna get to help you?
Hey, you're not seeing the vision, I'm seeing the vision. You're not seeing the vision.
There's
an opportunity.
Too big, man.
You talk about you in the gym. Now you want to get me? You want me to see me in the gym?
Oh, we can do
Since
that.
you like to talk that ish, now come see me in the gym.
We talking about working out. What we talking about? Working out or strength? What we talking about? Working out or strength?
Work however you want to do it.
We talking about
since you got money.
And we talking about
put your money where your mouth feels.
So you talking about working out? I burn you. You talking about working out? I burn you. You talking about working out or strength? Because you probably can lift a lot more than me. You're bigger than me. You're probably stronger than me. But if you talk about working out, I burn you.
This ain't what you do. This ain't what you want. You are doing good when you talk about Nas and Jada. You don't want to see this.
Check the stat.
You don't check my stat.
You better go to my IG.
You said check my IG.
Set it up.
I'll be the hey. I look for guys like you.
What you want to
you
start
too
on?
small. You ain't in my league.
What you want to start on?
How you want to do it? You ain't in my league.
You want what you want to start on?
You ain't in my league. You too small. You too small.
But Mark, you get the Harlem mentality. It's always a bet. It's always a win. You gotta get a win. You get it
tomorrow and give you one.
This you,
bro.
You too small,
bro.
You not.
You talking a lot. What you want to do?
Think
what
you do.
You too big.
Think of what you do.
Small. Hey,
you good on the mic. I won't take that away from you. But stay out the gym after with Shane.
You say money. Do you want to do it or not?
I want to compete too.
No, don't try to get in there. Get out of there. Shut up.
Start with Ocho. You can't. You
don't get start with Ocho.
Let me tell you one story. I'm gonna tell you one story. How I met Antonio Brown. My son said, you know, Antonio Brown live up the block because I live on the beach and shit like that. I'm like, who's that? He showed me to him. I DM'd him. He like, oh yeah, your son play football. Come get this workout. So I get on the beach. Cam Newton and like a few other NFL players. I ain't gonna say nobody's name. He made two of them go home because I finished the workout before they finished the workout, bro. Do not play with me. I'm a beast, nigga. I will go crazy.
What do you want to
work? You want to work out or you want to do strong shit? You heard? Because obviously you can lift longer than me, but you can't work out with me, bro. I'm a beast, nigga. I'm a beast.
Yeah.
You can't do one muscle up, nothing. You can't do nothing with me.
Well, you should do muscle up.
I weigh 195.
So they had the great heated fucking back and forth.
Yeah, but that's all about money. It's all about money.
195.
Hey, Jim,
you a lightweight.
Go to my Instagram. Go to
you
my Instagram
lightweight.
right now. Work out every day.
I thought when he told me that this is the biggest.
I'm wasting my time. Ocho, take that. Ocho, take that.
Ocho, this is the biggest podcast you ever been on.
You over there? Your glasses is crooked. Fix your glasses a little bit. Your glasses a little crooked.
Yo, he said when you're feeling, you trolling him, bro. You trolling him.
And I still can see you can't F with Nas. I put him back on. You still can't F with Nas.
Come on, sing 16 bars of Nas right now. Sing your favorite Nas record right now.
The man busy.
Sing it. Sing your favorite Nas record.
First of all,
got him.
Got him.
Once you get to a certain, listen.
Sing your favorite Nas
got
record.
him.
Jim.
Wow, he's not riding. Nas can't
I bet you can say your favorite. What?
Jim,
Sing
we
your
fly
favorite
high.
Nas record.
Okay, you done flew high. You came back down now.
Sing
You
your
ain't above
favorite
Nas.
Nas. Sing your favorite
You
Nas
flew
record, bro.
high.
Since you going crazy for. I can
Hey.
sing more Nas. I can sing
Somebody
more
told him
Nas
that in his
records
ear.
right now.
In his ear.
I can sing more.
You know what I'm
I can
saying?
sing more Nas
Funny.
records
That's
right
a good one,
now.
though.
You are capping. That's what you're doing.
First of all, bro,
You are
I'm about to be
capping. I'm a
finished.
bigger Nas fan than you are. You are.
First of all,
And I still can tell you
I'm
he can't rap
57.
better than me
I
right
don't be
now.
singing no rap. I don't be singing no rap.
You see what I'm saying, Ocho? He don't even know about rap. He just doing this for the views to get Jim Jones on there to get him hot. I understand, but you don't
Get him
know
hot.
Nas.
You better
Nas
check the
record.
podcast
You don't know
space.
no
Hey,
Nas
now you better talk.
Sing
check-
16.
Hey,
Sing
this
a
the biggest
Nas
podcast you ever
Name
been on.
some Nas record.
This
I'm
the
singing
biggest
with Nas
podcast
Frank.
you ever been on.
Do you
You
know
have a
what-
podcast
you
on
know
another
what-
day. Listen.
Hold on.
I'm not a
We off
podcast. I'm
topic.
not a
Hold on.
podcast.
No,
This is what I do. You see
Name a
you in
podcast
your
you've been
feelings?
on
You see
bigger
in
than
your
this one.
feelings? You see
When
in
you
your
get
feelings?
You
big,
see?
you get
You heard
invited
him?
to
That's what I
Club
do.
This is what I do.
Nas get invited to Club Shay Shay.
Fucks with people.
Jadakiss get invited to
Gets
Club
him out of
Shay Shay.
character.
You know that
Gets him
level
out of
yet, bro?
character.
It's a little young
Hello?
white girl. Chill out.
We
Chill
off
out. Don't
topic.
play with me,
That's
bro.
what he does. He's
Chill out.
trolling them.
topic.
You're dealing with the wrong one, bro.
Right here, bro.
I
You heard
don't
me?
care nothing about nothing that's what you got to say, bro. You might as well take me off this shit, bro.
We hear him. You can't out
Leave
talk
me
me.
alone, bro.
You might get out
Bro,
rap me, but
don't
you can't out
nobody-
talk me.
Don't nobody want to go to Club Shay Shay. Nobody want to buy no VIP tickets to that shit. Nobody rushing to go to that shit.
Biggest
You ain't got
podcast
nothing
you ever
linked
been
to
on.
Club Shay Shay.
Hey,
you
If
do
you
got a good
fortunate, you get
podcast.
an invite.
You do got a
Ain't
good
nobody
podcast.
listening to me?
The podcast is tremendous. You and Ocho do your thing. But don't get it twisted, bro. I don't care
Hey,
nothing about no fucking
We
podcast,
hey,
bro.
we supposed to be talking about music and love and embracing one another and culture and
Nah,
having
we're gonna
fun.
let it come out here and disrespect Nas and
You
Jada. Now they're gonna have
hear
it on here.
Ocho? That ain't gonna happen
Where
on
were we?
here.
Why you keep putting Jada into this? Why you keep putting Jada into
He
this?
said
What's wrong
that
with
ain't
you?
gonna happen
What is
on
wrong
here.
with you, bro? You type of
Yeah,
nigga to
that's
get caught like,
crazy.
nah, come out. They call us all. Like, why you keep trying to put Jada into this, bro?
What?
Nah, I get it, bro. It's all good. It's all love, bro.
All right, you talk about this here. Tell us
It's
about
all
the
love.
movie you got coming out.
The next movie? What you say?
Yeah, you got a movie coming out, right?
This is YouTube with money.
It's a lovely movie. I got a bunch of comedians in there, a bunch of influences that we all know. I'm excited to put that movie out. Comes out later on this summer. It's
There you
it's
go.
added
There's the
onto my
plug.
album. I had a bunch of
Bro.
dope actors in there too, so I'm looking forward to that.
There's the plug. There's the plug.
So are you
Come
are
on,
you more
bro.
proud? Are you most proud of the movie you have coming out, or the new music you got coming out, or they're equal?
I'm more proud of the business that I've been doing lately.
Okay.
See, you must think my life revolves around music. When my life is music is just probably the smallest fraction of my life, even though it fuels a lot of the things that comes to my life because of music. But I'm a great businessman all around the board. You know what I mean? So you got to learn a lot more about me. And I'm a philanthropist. I'm one of the few people that do give back, shirts off my backs and things like that. All the rhetoric about the rap and back and forth is cool and shit like that. But deep down inside, I'm a way iller man than what we over here going off about and things like that. Like my biggest attribute is my giving back. You heard it? I'm gonna always do that, no matter what. I don't want people to get it misconstrued. You know, I love to give back. And that's what my whole mission is about. And the more I go viral, the more I'm on your Explore page, the more opportunities come to me,
See?
the more I
The
can
more I
give
go
back.
viral.
All this comes down to $1 is what people don't understand. This algorithm is a game that I had to learn and understand because
Look,
I was
you hear him.
previously I probably would crash out with so many things
He's
that I see
he's
working in there,
telling
so many
you.
ways that people were talking about me. I had to learn how to reverse that and use these things as fuel for me to keep going and things like that. And that's just what I've been
Exactly.
doing.
He's
And I
been
got to a
planning
point where
this
I got
shit
good at it, so I know how
forever.
to use it in my favor. And it's a beautiful thing. It could go against you, it could go for you, but one thing, if you're a smart person, it's gonna work in your favor. You know what I mean? So I use all my opportunities to turn it into $1. And anytime that I'm seen, heard, they're gonna go want to know about me. Extra stream is an extra $1. I don't care about what nobody says. I mean, mine's in all facets. You know what I mean?
That's what I wanted to ask you. I wanted to ask, when was it always a part of your, like, if you ever made it that you were going to give back? Because like you said, you do give back to the younger generation. You do give back to your community. When did that thought process, how did that come about? Jim Jones, like, you know what? If I get to a certain level and I'm able to help and I'm able to give back, that's what I'm going to do.
You know, we from an older era, a God-fearing era. So, you know, I watched my family opening houses, strangers sometimes and things like that. They was always a given. And not to mention when I was coming outside and watching the hustlers doing for the community, the ones that were successful, the ones that always gave back, bus rides, sneakers, haircuts, all of that. So I just chose to carry on tradition. And me being in a position of success in my life only helped me to do a little bit more than what I've seen coming up.
That's what's up. That's good, bro. Hey, I'm going to pull up in Harlem.
Come on. I'm waiting for you, man. I love you. I'm waiting for you.
But yeah, it ain't no smoothing it out at the end. They knew it was about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's trolling, bro. He's trolling. He's gonna be marketing the movie, the new album. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. It's make enough noise to get people to get your attention. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he's been doing that and trying to tell Cam to do it, but Cam was like, "Nah, that shit's corny. That shit ain't gonna work." He's like, "Nah, bro, I'm telling you." Like he knew about this fucking formula a while back. He just was never like the face guy. He was always the side guy, and then he was like, "Fuck, I gotta get my own shit," and that's what he did. And now he uses it to his advantage. That's what he does. Jim Jones, shout out Jim Jones and the business tactics.
Yeah. So we'll be looking forward to that. Oh yeah, I guess. Damn. One last thing, but did you see Charleston White box the Island Boy?
Yeah, he beat him. Nigga quit. He said no mas.
Yeah, he was piecing him up though.
Bro.
He was piecing him up.
Yeah. He was straight up. Yeah, he was giving him good punches, boy. The shit. He said,
so
I feel like a youngin'.
To hear what he got to say, he gonna be talking that cash shit there, boy. He gonna be talking.
Fuck yeah! It's not only that, but just imagine the fucking slack the fucking Island Boy's gonna get for that,
bruh. And on top of that, the 48-year-old one-eyed man,
with a missing piece of his head. Pause.
Yeah, that shit was funny as hell.
Going bald.
Yeah.
He should have wore a headpiece or something. Pause.
No, his hair always been tore up like that. If you ever seen without his hat on.
That shit is funny.
But shout out to y'all who tuned in today. Caught this shit. Episode 65, Jays in the morning.
Yeah, man. How we do it, man.
We catch y'all on Friday. Same
catch
time.
y'all on Friday. You know,
same channel,
same universe. Hopefully, The Rock says, "Can you smile?" instead of "If you smile." Look it up.
Dollar bill, y'all. Cash moves everything around me. Get the money, dollar bill, y'all. Cash moves everything around me. Get the money, dollar bill, y'all. Cash moves everything around me. Get the money, dollar bill, y'all.